Hello guys, there are so many builds I want to show you, and today I was torn between two. One, it's a build that will obliterate trash mobs, weaker enemies. You throw a grenade, you can get it instantly. It's so good. And the other one is meant for beefier targets. It's like a pre-nerf controversial old build, but even better. So, since Grandmaster Nightfalls are only coming back on the 25th, I'm going to start with the first one, the mobbing one. And this one, it's an amazing build. It's actually a prismatic version of an old build I shared here months ago. We are going to use Crown of Tempest. This exotic has been one of my favorites since Season 1. And what it does is Arc ability or Jolt final blows increase the recharge rate of your arc abilities and extend the duration of Storm Trance. We don't really care about the last part, we're not gonna use Arc Super, we care about the ability recharge rate. When we get a kill with the Arc ability, we get conduction times. Conduction times can go up to 3 times, so times 1, times 2, and times 3. At times 1, you get 167 additional base, grenade, and melee regeneration. At times 2, you get 335, and at times 3, it goes up to 502.5%, guys. 500% increased ability regen. This is so good. So the way you play this build is very simple. You see a bunch of enemies, you throw your grenade at them. You're probably going to kill 3 or more, so you get the maximum recharge rate of 500%. But the old build already did this. The old build was already extremely good. But now with Prismatic, we can swap out the weak elements of the old build and trade them for better ones. And the first one is Devour, Feed the Void. Arguably the best aspect in the game. When you have Devour active, every time you kill an enemy, you get health and grenade energy back. So now you have 500% regen due to our exotic, and on top of that, you get even more grenade energy because you have Devour. And you also get your health back. It's so good. On the old build, we would have Arc Souls. In this one, we get Solar Soul, amazing ability that procs Devour as well. And one thing the old Arc Warlock was lacking was a good super. But now with Prismatic, we can have the amazing Song of Flame super, or Nova Bomb if you like. My next build will be a Nova Bomb one, so I decided to go with Song of Flame for this one. My class ability is Phoenix Dive because it has a shorter cooldown, and our melee is Chain Lightning. It's an arc ability, so it benefits from our exotic, and it jolts targets. On our grenade, we are going with Storm Grenade, also an arc ability, and it recently got a 20% buff against PvE targets. On our aspects, we're playing with Feed the Void and Alien, and our fragments are Facet of Courage. Our light abilities do increase damage to targets affected by darkness. Our abilities won't proc darkness effects. There are a few weapons that do, but this one is here because if you're playing in a team and someone is proccing darkness effects, you will benefit from it. Second one is Facet of Balance. Rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee energy, and rapidly defeating targets with darkness damage grants grenade energy. So this way you will always have your melee, and if you're playing around with a darkness weapon, Final Warning for example, you will also get grenade energy. Facet of Protection is next. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage, and while transcendent, this effect is increased. This helps with survivability. Next one is Facet of Hope. While you have an elemental buff, your class ability recharges more quickly. This is here so you can spam Alien and you'll always have a way to heal yourself. You have Devour, if you kill an enemy you get your health back, and if you finish dive you also get your health back. This adds an incredibly amount of survivability. Last one but not least is Facet of Dominance. Your Void Grenades weaken targets and your Arc Grenades jolt targets. So now our Storm Grenade will jolt targets. Guys, that's awesome. And by doing so, we stun overload champions. Stats wise, always go for 100 resilience and in this case 100 discipline because it's mainly a grenade build. Then I went with 50 strength. It's a little bit overkill, but I love it. Weapons wise, weapons with the Demolitionist, Volt Shot will be amazing. I love the call with Demolitionist. It's so good. On our artifact, I want to focus on 3. First one is Radiant Orbs. While on a Prismatic subclass, when you pick an Orb of Power, you get Radiant. Radiant is a 25% increase in weapon damage. This is amazing, guys, so you're doing more damage. Second one is Galvanic Armor. If you are using a Prismatic subclass and you are amplified, you will take reduced damage from combatants. So now you can have a bigger defense and a bigger offense. So good, these two. And the third one is Shield Crush. While amplified or radiant, your grenade recharges faster and deals increased damage. This is perfect for a grenade build, guys. And on our armor mods, let's start with a helmet. Just go with a siphon that fits your weapon of choice, and access to assets. You're going to be killing a lot of enemies with your grenade, so you're going to get a lot of super back. On our gloves, Impact Induction, it grants 12% grenade energy when you do damage with a power melee, and Momentum Transfer, you get 12% melee energy when you do damage with your grenade. This is awesome, it's a loop between them, so both abilities will proc the exotic perk conduction times. They also proc Devour, and on top of that you also get the 12% on because of the armor mods. And third one is Grenade Kickstart. When we throw our grenade, if we have armor charges, we'll get grenade energy back. With this build, it will be around 21 or 28% grenade energy back, just like that, guys, on top of everything we already have. So with this build, literally it's possible to have infinite grenades if you play it right. It's so strong. On our chest, I always use resist mods, and there's new types of enemies, so just choose your resist mods according to the types of enemies you are fighting. On our boots, 1 innervation and 1 recuperation. Yes, it's a little bit overkill, but I love overkill. We get grenade and health back when we pick an Orb of Power, and stacks on stacks. Picking up an Orb of Power will give us additional armor charge. On our class item, Bomber and Distribution. Bomber will give us 10% grenade energy when we use our class ability, and Distribution will give us 4% ability energy, so grenade, melee, and class, and 2% super when we also use our class ability, but this time we need to be within 15 meters of an enemy. In the last one is Proximity Ward. So I love Proximity Ward, so I don't die while doing a finisher. If you don't want Proximity Ward, you can go with Powerful Attraction, it works great. And that's it, guys. I try to be a little bit faster, and well, that's the build. Guys, this one is absolutely amazing. You literally have a 1-second grenade. It's crazy. Doesn't work that well. You guys know I don't lie to you, so it's not the best against beefier targets, because if you don't kill them, you won't proc the exotic, so it's meant to be played against mobs, large groups of enemies, but weaker enemies. But don't worry guys, because Nightfalls are coming, Grandmasters are coming and I have a build that plays very simple, just like this one, but it's absolutely crazy, amazing. You don't have to kill to get your grenade back, and you are weakening enemies left and right and doing a ton of damage. I'll probably have that video up on Sunday if I have the time. But well, see you guys, thank you so much. I normally don't ask for a like or a subscription. This time I will. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you're still watching, if you're not subscribed, why not? It makes me happy, helps me a lot, and it's free. Think about it. Bye guys.